Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel today, and today's video we're going to talk about Norwegian today. Thank you all of you who are subscribing to Traveling with Bruce. Over 60,000 subscribers and growing every day. Thank you for the thumbs ups and joining me on my Facebook group page between videos. We try to stay on top of news all the time. Also, those of you who are visiting my Redbubble store, link it down below here. Thank you for picking up some TWB merchandise and helping me there. I really appreciate that. And those of you who like to enjoy yourselves with a little bit of a live show, I do 2 live shows every Monday night, 7 o'clock for sponsor members. Join today, 33 cents a day. Join me, and otherwise join me 8 o'clock Eastern Time for the regular live show. All right. Let's talk about the big news today, Norwegian Cruise Lines. Even though the no sail date was set for the end of October, so that cruise lines could theoretically sail in and out of U.S. ports starting November 1, Norwegian made a shocking announcement this morning. They came right out this morning and said they are not sailing worldwide until at least December the 1st. They're not even going to sail November 1. Now, remember, folks, Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, they have been making all kinds of PR announcements and splashy news announcements about this so-called expert health panel that they put together. A bunch of industry and health experts were put together to come up with 74 recommendations to get sailing going again safely. It was presented to the CDC in a 65-page report last week or so, 2 weeks ago. And this was everywhere. This news was everywhere. You couldn't turn around and not hear about this thing. And the thinking was, oh, wow, great. These guys have got this fang-dangled way of keeping everyone safe, and people won't get the virus, and cruising will be fantastic again. And they were pushing the CDC, hey, open it up. We want to go back to places like this with our passengers. We want to sail again there, it's safe now. And the CDC said no. They said, no, we're not going to let you cruise until March of 2021 if we have our way. But of course, the administration said no. We're going to allow cruising 3 days before the election by making it the end of October. And so Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, they got what they wanted. They got exactly what they wanted. You can start cruising November 1. Here we go on October the 5th. Here we are. Norwegian says we're going to start sailing in the earliest December. So what's going on? I as an observer out here, folks, I'm having a tough time figuring it out. Norwegian operates 2 other cruise lines. These ships that you're looking at here, they operate Regent Seven Seas and Oceania, 2 high-end cruise lines along with their own Norwegian cruise line. And then they made another announcement. They snuck this one in on the side. This is not in the headline, but the other announcement they made was that 3 of their ships, the Norwegian Star, which was built in 2001, the Norwegian Spirit, which was built in 1998, and the Norwegian Dawn, the 2002 built ship, all 3 of which right now are just off the, or in Italy, let's put it this way. They're in the waters just around Italy. Those ships will not sail until March 2021. There are no cruises available on those 3 vessels until March 2021. I'm asking myself this question, wait a minute, is it possible that these 3 ships are going to be scrapped or sold off because they're sitting in Europe, they're sitting off of the coast of Italy, they're 24-hour sail away from the wrecking yard in Turkey. They're not that far away geographically. And why would these 3 ships, which these ships are really popular, and I think a couple of them here have been recently refurbished, why would they be now not sailing until March of 2021? That I find very odd. I was looking this morning at the location of all the Carnival ships. Not one of them, other than the Pride of America, is in Hawaii. It's the only one in U.S. waters. None of the others are in U.S. waters, anywhere near the USA. And that tips me off, too, that for them to get their crews assembled and get the ships to the U.S. to start cruising, it's going to take quite some time. And something tells me that the itineraries are going to be all fouled up. There's just going to be a complete change out of itineraries, which means, in effect, Norwegian, along with Carnival and Princess and Holland America and Royal Caribbean, all the lines, they got a big problem, and that is, even if they want to start sailing November, December, or whatever, they've got to basically sell their cruises all over again to a vast majority of cruisers. I really wonder how this is going to go out. I'm waiting actually now for Norwegian to say, well, yeah, we're going to start in December, but we'll start with 4 ships, 5 ships maybe, not the entire fleet. And of course, with these 3 ships, the Star, the Spirit, and the Dawn, sitting in Italy, not cruising now until March, they may never cruise again. I don't know. There's a lot of mystery here. But you got to wonder, man, oh man, these cruise lines were jumping up and down, screaming at the CDC, let us cruise, let us cruise. They get the green light to cruise, and now Norwegian shuts down for another month. It just defies logic. Over on Royal Caribbean, just a quick little note there. The president, CEO of Royal Caribbean, Richard Fain, made a video today, and one of the lines that I've heard was, quote, being in a bubble is kind of what it's going to be like to take a Royal Caribbean cruise going forward. This wouldn't surprise me. Get ready for serious protocols to get on the ship, but once you're on the ship, you're not getting off the ship. Or if you are getting off the ship, you are going to only get off the ship in highly controlled conditions. So tours like short excursions, you will be in a small group of people. You'll be in a bus, a van, whatever it is, and you're not going to be exposed to anyone else. I am getting the impression, just my gut feeling, that Royal Caribbean is and the other cruise lines are going to offer excursions, but you might not even leave the vehicle that you're going out on for a bit of a sightseeing run. You're certainly not going to be allowed to walk around town or, walk around any of these countries that these cruise ships are going to take you to. There's no way. I will say, though, you'll be able to go to the private islands. Yes, but the staff on the private islands will likely be the ship's own staff. I don't even know if they'll use locals, just for fear of you catching the virus from someone else. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. We'll stay on top of it like we always do, folks. Every day brings a new surprise. And again, today, thank you, Norwegian, for totally confusing everyone out there by telling us we're not sailing in the month of November, even though we wanted to sail. Wow, this is quite the development. We'll keep following it. We'll keep you posted. And thank you for your comments and subscribing to this channel, giving the videos thumbs ups. I really appreciate it. It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye for now.